Sorry about that, 35 was actually correct. I don't know why I thought there would be 36. So 35 is absolutely right. And that's exactly what we've got. So now we're going to move on to round 11. And again, we're going to reduce the number of single crochets between the invisible decreases. So last round we had 4 single crochets. Now we have 3 single crochets. So remember, this is not our first stitch because it's included in that decrease. So this is the first stitch, not this one. So we're going to do 3 this time. 1, 2, 3, and then an invisible decrease. And 1, and 2, and 3. And then our invisible decrease. And 1, and 2, and 3. And then our invisible decrease. And then 1, and 2, and 3. Then our invisible decrease. And 1, and 2, and 3. Another invisible decrease. And 1, 2, 3, invisible decrease again. Oh, I've obviously caught the wrong bit. There we go. 1, 1, 2, 3, and we've got 2 stitches left until the marker. Front loop only for that invisible decrease. There, and now I'm going to take the marker off and put it in our last stitch of this round, which is round 11. Now in the pattern it says round 11 should have 28 stitches. So let's count together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 20. No, that's not 29. You see, that's not 29 because it's included in the decrease, so that's 28. And that's how many we need. So let me just show you again. Can you see that's not a proper V? That's because that is all part of this decrease. So this is our last stitch. So if you're confused, start with the first V that looks like a V. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. Why is that not 28? Oh, and 28, which is this one, 28. Okay, great. So we have the right number of stitches. Now we've only got 1 row left before we finish this shape. So this is the last row, row 12. And this time we have 2 single crochets and then an invisible decrease 7 times. So this, remember, is not our first stitch because it is part of that decrease from the previous round. So this is our first stitch. 1, 2, and then a decrease. 1, 2, and then a decrease. 1, 2. Oh, hang on, that's wrong. I just did a decrease. 1, 2, then a decrease. There. 1, 2, then a decrease. 1, 2, then a decrease. 1, 2, then a decrease. 1 and 2, and 2 stitches left for that final decrease through the first loop, the front loop, sorry, and the front loop of the next stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, go through both. So that is the end of this shape. Now I'm just going to share a little tip with you. It's a personal kind of secret, but I really like it. First of all, let's count our stitches, then I'll show you what I do at the end. So it says there should be 21 stitches in round 12. So let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. This does not count because it's part of that decrease, 21, so that's correct. Right, so if we stopped here and tied off our yarn, can you see there'd be this kind of weird step? Now, I don't like that because it makes it uneven for sewing in. Can you see that's quite uneven? So what I tend to do at the end is I tend to work 2 slip stitches, 1 into each of the next 2 stitches, and you'll see that will kind of make it a smooth transition. So I go into the next stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop and pull it through itself. That's 1 slip stitch. And then I do the same for the next stitch. And then I do a chain 1. I cut my yarn. Now I can't find my scissors for the life of me. Octavia, can you bring me some scissors from the kitchen? Thank you. So my daughter will bring me some scissors, and then I'll pull it through and I'll show you how much smoother that appearance becomes if you work those slip stitches. I mean, you can probably see it already. Can you see we don't have that step anymore? It's a nice round circle, just like the other side. And because to make this donut, we're going to have to sew the back circle to the front circle, it really makes our life easier when there isn't a step. Okay? Oh, Benny, it's fine. Thank you, darling. Right, so I've got some scissors finally. Let's chop that off. Right, and pull it through. Here we are. Right, so can you see now that there is no unsightly step? It's a nice circle. Great, so in the next video, I will show you how to sew these two together, and you can't sew them together until you've started putting some padding in there as well. So as you start the sewing process, have your wadding, your stuffing ready, and then as you start sewing, you start pushing the stuffing into the bits that you're sewing, and soon you'll be left with this lovely round squishy donut. And of course we mustn't forget the eyes and the embroidery. It's a lot easier to put the eyes on and do the embroidery before this shape is stuffed, so that will also be in the next video. Okay.